a while to connect there. Hey, how's it going? All right, I'm going to just check a thing or two here. Stick with me. Saturday night on Facebook. At least we got to have a little music for a minute. Hey, Katie. How are you? Just making sure, you're there, so I guess we're good. I hope I'm good on the Wi-Fi. I think I am. Checking one thing and then I will start. It's one of my favorite songs. You may, if you've listened to any of the game plan videos, you'll recognize it. Popped out there for a second. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna figure it out here. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to close that, and I'm going to turn this down. Where's the volume? There it is. Okay. Signing up a new member. Well, awesome. Right now? Are you doing it right now? Hello, new person, if you are. Okay. Well, I'm Allison Davis. I think most of you know that. I think that, you try to set everything up, and then you get on here, actually, and it's not exactly what you thought it was going to be, but we're good. Okay, you guys, so this is going to be, I used to call this, cool, Katie. Congratulations, and congratulations on your new person for starting a whole awesome direction. Boy, the sky's the limit, and it can be a lifetime of study, which is exciting. It's exciting that there's no end to it. Okay. So tonight, we're calling this Beyond the Kit. Hi, Jenny. I used to call this, I Have My Kit, Now What? Which I think is a great title too. But I was going to use some slides here, which I'm not now, because I was really trying to figure out how I could see, be here, my face, and use the slides. There's a way. It's complicated, but I'll figure that out later. But anyway, they called it Beyond the Kit, and I like that. And what's really cool about this class that where I'm taking the information, I'm going to give you some information from this source, but I'm also, of course, going to tell you some of my favorite things too. But this was a poll of about 1,000 experienced Young Living essential oil lovers. And these were their favorites in all the different categories, single oils, blends, cleaning products, massage oils, supplements. And so I thought, well, that's really fun. We need to look at that, because that means a lot. With Young Living, have you gotten the new catalog? You have to order this. If you did not get this, hi Brittany, if you didn't get this, if you got the old catalog with your starter kit, I don't know when you signed up, but you get that one catalog when you first sign up. And so you have to order when a new one comes out. Okay, they're $3. They're in the virtual office, and you want to order these new ones. And this is the first one that has all the Savvy Minerals makeup. It has all the baby stuff, any new oils and supplements. So it's just nice to have this, and just kind of keep track of what you're doing. And I remember one of the things I did after I got my starter kit, and then after I got several things that I just knew I needed, I went through this and I circled every oil that was $20 or less. And then I just made a list and I just started ordering them, and just to kind of build up what I had, because there's always a replacement for something. Like if you don't have something, there's always something else that will work. So it's just nice to have, to build up a stash. So, it's your tool chest, it's your toolbox. Guys have tools. We have to have tools. So I love that. Somebody said that once. It was a homeschool mom. Okay, so if you have your oils out, just have them with you. If you don't, go grab a few and just start putting them on. That's what we have to do. There's times, here's my little daily bag. I carry this around. These are the oils that I use every day. But then I have some bigger bags, and sometimes, we'll just like watch a movie, a family movie. I'll just get that bag of oils. I mean, it holds 32, and I will just start putting every single one of them on the bottom of my feet, smell it, maybe the back of my neck, and I mean, I'll just do that, and that's okay, and that's great. You can do that. So don't hesitate to do stuff like that. Grab your water bottle, because we need to drink a lot of water. And, especially when you're putting oils on, or a lot of oils, you want to be drinking water. Well, you want to be drinking water, just regardless. I'll try to do 3 of these a day. That's 25 ounces. Okay, and what else? If you have your EOPR, you might want to have that out. Hi, Megan. And you can look some stuff up. The newest is the 7th edition. I don't know what edition you might have, but I'm sure it's fine. Every couple of years a new one comes out. When I started 8 years ago, they were on the 4th edition. So 8 years, now they're on the 7th edition. New products, so they put a new one out every now and then. But there's that. And then the other thing that I just have to show you right now, you guys, this I really, really recommend. It is the Big Essential Oils Desk Reference, right? So it's thick, it's hardback, it's spiral bound, and not only is the print bigger, than the small one, but it has a lot more information in it. And what I really love about it is all the information it has about the supplements, because there's nothing, hi Barbara, there's nothing in that small one about the supplements. I mean, you've got the catalog, but there's so much more information in the Essential Oils Desk Reference. So I think it's in, I don't know how much it is right now. It might be $35 or $39 or something from discoverlsp.com. So that's the website where we get these. I do not have any of these in stock right now. I usually keep a few, but I don't have any right now. Okay, so thank you, God, for all of this. And when you're putting those oils on, thank God for the healing. Because He's doing it, and we're using His tools He gave us. Right? Okay, so if you've already, if you're new and you're just starting out, are you using the oils in that kit? Because that starter kit, of course, is just, they created it that way because it's just a good basic kit. All those oils can cover so many things. They really went to, lengths to pick out the right oils. So, lavender, are you using it on your skin? Are you using it in your diffuser? Are you putting it in your diffuser at night when you go to sleep? Are you using it on your kids? That is always in my kitchen. I don't care what happens to their skin. I'm pretty much putting lavender on it. And they know that. And so they even will say to other kids, oh, come on inside. My mom will put lavender on it. So lavender, lemon in your water, lemon in your Ningxia Red, frankincense, just lots of inhaling. I put that under my tongue every day, along with lemon. Peppermint on your stomach, in your water, inhaling it. Panaway, topically on anything, muscles, joints. Thieves, in the water, in a capsule, ingesting, inhaling, topically, right here. Spray it in your mouth. Purification, of course, cleansing. I love diffusing, half purification, half lavender. In the summer, put in a spray bottle, get rid of those annoying things outside. And RC, anything respiratory, on your chest, on your back, on your spine, on the bottom of your feet. Of course, all of these on the bottom of your feet. Digize anything digestive, right? Digestive system, anything. If it's this way or if it's that way, anything digestion, that Digize is amazing. And then Copaiba, again, anything respiratory, just general health. And I'm telling you what, I can't read it online, but look in that EOPR and read about Copaiba. Well, that's the case for all of them. So that's a big one. Okay, so back to this poll that they did of 1,000 essential oil lovers, experienced ones. We're going to focus on that and just, once you've got your kit, once you've started using, what else do you want? Because there are a lot. And what else do you need? Well, of course, you want to be looking up in the EOPR for just whatever it is that are your concerns. And I know you know that. We have to be, a health detective because we're the only ones that are going to do that. Honestly, we're the only ones. But the first thing on here is cedarwood. And there's cedarwood. It's a big bottle. The quote on here says, "I use cedarwood because it supports the natural growth of gorgeous, healthy hair. It is also soothing and grounding to use in the evening after a stressful day. It's my favorite oil to use at night when I want to relax." That's just what someone said. And this is absolutely one of my favorite oils. It's one of the cheapest oils. It says right here it's $11.25. I think these are pretty up-to-date prices. $11.25 for a big bottle. That's one of the least expensive. And I could not, I just couldn't go without this. I use this every night in my diffuser. I used to use lavender. I really prefer cedarwood. They're both good. But I just love cedarwood. And the funny thing about it is it's also fantastic for focus. Okay, anybody that's got focus issues, or maybe you don't even have focus issues, but you just want to focus. Like you're just like, I got to take an hour and I need to just like zero in on some job or some work or some, thing that you just need to get done. Diffuse this right where you are, or put some on too. Rub it on your forehead, back of your neck, smell it, put it in a diffuser necklace. Cedarwood is just everybody should have cedarwood. That's how I feel about cedarwood. So let's see. Now that was the most favorite of all those 1,000 people. That came in top place. Then they give 3 runners up. And the 3 they give are orange, tea tree, and orange, you can get in a big bottle, 15 ml. Tea tree, you can get in a big. And then here's Northern Lights Black Spruce. So, there's the big bottle and the little bottle, right? This is 3 times as big as this. Yeah, Brittany, everybody needs it. Katie, what'd you say? I use it for your hair. Okay. But didn't know cedarwood and focus were connected? Yes, they are. I'll tell you, the first time I really experienced that was when I was preparing for a class. It was the Healing Oils of the Bibles class. And I was sitting on my bed. I had like a ton of papers everywhere and my laptop. And this was a few years ago. And I was just really trying to pull from like 5 different sources. And so it was kind of a deal, an ordeal. And it was the first time I had diffused it for that purpose. And I was like, for 2 hours, I was just like, zeroed in on it, and I just knew that was part of it. Anyway, so that's 3 times as big as that, right? 15 mil, 5 mil. Those are the 2 sizes other than the roll-ons. But those 3, orange is very calming. Hi, Deborah. I remember reading in some article, some research I was doing, and it was hi Mary Ruth. It was a study. Well, it was just talking about. Actually, it was a video too. It was a major hospital. I think it was Vanderbilt Hospital in Nashville, Tennessee, and they diffused orange oil in the ER. And then in this video, you can probably find it on YouTube. In this video, they were interviewing nurses mostly. And the nurses were just like, It was uplifting. Okay, so it's calming and it's uplifting at the same time. So, of course, an ER department, can you imagine how not calm that can be? So it was just, calming for the needs there, but it was uplifting for the people too, for the employees. I mean, that's got to be a tough job. They need to be uplifted. And so those nurses, they just were talking about what a difference it made. I thought that was so cool. It's rich in limonene, okay? Limon, limonene, E-N-E. You should Google that. Rich in limonene. I mean, I'm talking like it's important to know why that's good. Can't tell you here, but limonene. This orange is rich in limonene. It's great for circulation, healthy cell growth. That's a little hint. Good sleep, which I'm like, really? I haven't used it for sleep, but that's what they say. I have to try that. Uplifting, and so orange is great. It's inexpensive. What does it say? $10.75 here for that big bottle. That is another one that I have in my little bag there that I use every day. It is. I put that under my tongue. Every day under my tongue, I put Sleek Essence. One of the big oils in this is Ocotea. This is for maintaining a healthy blood sugar level. And I put that under my tongue, then lemon, lavender, peppermint, orange, and frankincense. They're just good ones to put there. Immediately absorbs into the bloodstream. All right, so tea tree, powerful oil for a variety of reasons. Powerful for the immune system, the respiratory system, dental, circulation, and what you hear most about is the skin. And so certainly for skin. Tea tree, a lot of times, if nobody knows if they haven't heard of essential oils or they don't know anything about it, they have heard of tea tree. So that might be one of the most well-known. And then Northern Lights Black Spruce. I'm just going to say it again, you guys. You're going to get sick of hearing me say this, but everybody needs this. Everybody needs this. This is what just recently Gary Young went up to Canada and built a whole farm like fast. He puts these things together fast now for this oil, for black spruce. They were having a hard time sourcing it. It's an ingredient in Valor. We had a long period where we had no Valor, that oil blend, and that's such a popular blend. And this was one of the reasons. So they went up there, and now they've got this just huge, I don't know how many acres, but it's this huge farm up there. It's called Northern Lights. And I'm telling you what, black spruce, I got to smell it right now. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. Let's see, what's it good for? Respiratory, skeletal, and nervous systems, emotional balancing and grounding. I understand that. It's a tree. It's a big tree. These tree oils, they're grounding. And, sometimes you just have to look at the thing in nature, and that makes sense, doesn't it? There are deep roots in the ground. It's a grounding oil. Said to have the frequency of prosperity. So there you go with that. All right, so moving on, for the blend, the most popular blend was Joy. And Joy used to be in the starter kit when I started. It used to be. It's great. Very uplifting, especially when, overcoming, grief or something like that, or just feeling down. A lot of people use it for perfume, and because some of the oils in it are ylang ylang, jasmine, and rose. So if you want rose, it's the most expensive oil, right? But if you want it, get Joy, because it's in there. And so like some people, we'll scan people with the Zyto scanner or the iTovi, and rose might come up. So if they don't want to spend that money, I always recommend they get Joy. But Joy is a wonderful oil. Makes me want to diffuse it. So let's see. Second place for those. The first one is, of course, I was not surprised at this, Progessence Plus. Right? Do you guys have Progessence Plus? Now, I am going to read about this to you real quick out of the EODR. It's on page 214 if you have this newest EODR. And Dr. Dan Purser, Purser, is the guy that invented this. He does not work for Young Living. And you can Google Progessence Plus. Yes, I do too, Katie. You can Google it and Dr. Dan Purser, and you will find a ton of great information. So I really recommend that you do that. What this says is the first ever pure progesterone serum to enter the market. Many women are reporting excellent results. Let's see. I don't know if I can read all that. Sorry, guys. If you've used any kind of progesterone cream, a lot of people have done that. You know, you have to rotate it around. You don't have to rotate this around. I also, at one point, I mean, I'm past menopause, but at one point I went to a naturopath. It was before I was using Young Living, and got on a progesterone tablet, you know, bioidentical hormones. And so this is the same thing. I mean, it's not the same thing, but I can use this and I'm fine. So, you know, everybody's different. Everybody's got to just try it out. But pretty much, I mean, it's the most popular. So it's fantastic. So Progessence Plus. And it's not just for menopause. It's for, you know, anybody. Like young girls. I mean, like teens, like in puberty. And then on. And then to my point. Gosh, I'm getting at the end of that cycle, huh? Getting up there. That's okay. You're only as old as you feel, and I feel pretty young. All right, next of the runners-up was Endoflex. Is this Endoflex? Yes, Endoflex. This is another one that's in my daily oils. I use it every day. I put it topically right here. Put it on my thyroid. That's where your thyroid is. It's like in a U. And Endoflex for endocrine system. Okay, this is a fantastic oil. This is great, and it does great things. I've been using this. I'm serious, like for 8 years. 8 years. Supports the endocrine system. Okay, that's a very important system, and you want to read about that. It's got sage, geranium, myrtle, German chamomile, nutmeg. Myrtle is probably one of the main things in it. And like if I was out of that, I would use myrtle instead. Or if or vice versa. And usually they're not. So I did find myself without Endoflex there for a while. I'm not sure why. Just maybe it didn't get on my order. And so I was using myrtle instead. So that's what I would use as a substitute. Okay, and the third runner-up is Abundance. And do you guys have this? This is a great oil. I know Ebby Stratton loves this oil. She wears it every day. I actually just put it recently in my everyday bag there because I do love it. And a lot of people, it's another great one for perfume, very uplifting, emotionally uplifting, kind of floral. Here's what's in it. Orange. I mean, this is a great combination. Listen to this. Orange, frankincense, patchouli, clove, ginger, myrrh, cinnamon bark, and black spruce. Abundance is wonderful. So, try them both. You may prefer one over the other. I like having them both. So I thought that was interesting that Abundance was, all three of those. I'm not surprised about Progessence Plus, but who knew what the top blends would be? I really didn't know. So that's pretty cool. Okay, now we're going to talk about the roll-ons, right? And this is the third size of oil, which is a 10 mil, which is between the 5 and the 15 in a roll-on. Is that nice? This is Deep Relief. The number one oil was Deep Relief, the number one roll-on. And there aren't too many. I mean, I think there's, I can't remember, 6 or 8. And the quote here says, I keep Deep Relief in my purse and in my gym bag. I never run out. I use it to give myself a mini massage by rolling it on the nape of my neck and shoulders. I also roll it on my muscles after a hard workout. It's very soothing. So yeah, everyone loves Deep Relief. That does not surprise me that was the top roll on, because when that is out of stock, people freak out. So the other ones, the runners up, were Tranquil, which I don't have sitting here. Breathe Again. There's Breathe Again. And this, I was putting this on my daughter on her chest. This is a great oil. I mean, this is, well, what it says in here is it's supercharged RC. You know, so RC is fantastic. Of course, that's in your starter kit. But Breathe Again has 4 eucalyptus oils plus 5 others that are also known for respiratory system, including copaiba and blue cypress. So, and it's just convenient. You know, it's already in there. Just rub it on the chest. So Breathe Again's a great one to have. And then the third one is, of course, Stress Away. So, and I don't have that one sitting here either, but we all love Stress Away, right? And the name says it all. Take another drink. Hold on a sec. Are you guys putting your oils on? And are you drinking your water? I know I have to remind myself all the time. Okay. Next are the massage oils. So did I say that Young Living has like 500 I think it's 586 products. That's a lot. So, you know, we just want to kind of touch on some of what they've got here that were group favorites, and then I'm going to tell you a few extra of my favorites at the end. But the top one was Cellulite Magic, and there it is. And they all come in bottles like this. You can see mine's about up to here. And what I've mainly used this for is extract massage. Have you guys heard of that? That is basically a lymphatic massage. And I have, people that do oils and extract like to use this. So I always have them use this. I haven't had one in a while, but it is all about getting the lymph moving. So excellent for firming and toning is what it says on here. It's great for circulation. I mean, that's the thing with this. There's grapefruit in it. That improves skin texture. There's juniper to detoxify and cleanse. There's cypress, cedarwood, clary sage. Clary sage is the main thing in Lady Sclereol, which is, you know, hormone system. So that's Cellulite Magic. And then the other, that was the number one. And then the runners up were OrthoSport. Here's OrthoSport, Ortho Ease, and Sensation. And OrthoSport and Ortho Ease. Ortho Ease is in the Raindrop kit, right? And so, like when I get a regular massage, which I do every month, and I think it's important, we just, you know, got to take care of our bodies. And so I always take either OrthoSport or Ortho Ease. And unfortunately, my massage therapist is not an oily person. And so I can't believe it after as long as I've gone to her, but I love her and I love the way she does massage. So I take this with me and I'm like, I don't want you to put that other stuff on me. You know, it's like, wow, what is in it? You know, I can just tell by the smell. It's just like got some chemicals and who knows what in it to make it like glide well and stuff like that. Because I know that that's an issue for massage therapists. So, but she's cool, and so I take that with me every time. I want my whole body like lathered up in that stuff because there's a lot of oils in there. So OrthoSport and Ortho Ease are similar. OrthoSport has a higher phenol content than Ortho Ease, which the phenols, remember there's the PMS, phenols, sesquiterpenes, monoterpenes, and so and those are all the chemical constituents that are in the oils that are going into the cells And so each oil is going to be higher or lower in different chemical constituents, okay? And those PMS, phenols, the other two I just mentioned, are 3 of a lot of chemical constituents. And if you're into the chemistry, I can point you to those books, and they're fascinating. But the phenols are what does the cleansing on the cell receptor sites, right? We have these little cells floating around, and they have all these little receptor sites all over them. And so other things are supposed to come in and connect to do the right things, right? Messages and stuff. Well, those receptor sites get dirty and clogged up and messed up, and so we want those cleansed. And I just remember when I first started using the oils, and I was just reading about stuff, and I was reading about clove, and clove was like the highest, one of the highest in phenols. And so I thought, well, I think the best thing to do is start this whole thing by cleansing, right? That sounds like the first thing to do. So I diffused clove at night for a long time. I thought, all night I'll just be smelling that clove, and it'll be working while I'm sleeping. So that was what I did. But OrthoSport is a little higher than OrthoEase in the phenols. So, but very similar. Let me see here. They both have wintergreen, peppermint, eucalyptus globulus, lemongrass, thyme, vetiver. I thought that was interesting. That's a real focus oil. And OrthoEase also has juniper, marjoram, and eucalyptus radiata. OrthoSport also has oregano, powerful oil for boosting the immune system, and elemi, which is elemi they call the poor man's frankincense. So look up elemi, E-L-E-M-I. Great for the skin. Do you happen to know if their massage oils are okay for people with celiac? I think each person's going to be different, Brittany, on that. They do have wheat germ, and I'm not sure if they all do. Look that up and just see if they all do. I know a lot do. I also know that Young Living is really keyed in on trying to make everything gluten-free. So, there may be a point where that's going to change, but they are clued into that. Hey, Vicki. Hey, Pam. And for some people, it's going to make a difference, and for some people, it's not. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. So, you would just need to, or if they're willing to try it, they could. But also, go look that up, because I can't tell you 100% sure if every single one has wheat germ oil. Okay, maybe when I get off of here, but you can look it up too. You can look it up on the website too. Thank you for asking that question. And then the third one is Sensation massage oil, and there's also an essential oil called Sensation. Oh yeah, okay, Brittany, you have celiac. Yeah, well, whenever I'm not sure of something, I'm going to try a little bit, and then I'm going to try a little more, and then I'm going to try a little more. I'm going to try a little more. I really use myself as a lab experiment. But of course, you got to be safe. So your body. All right. Sensation, here's what it says in the EODR. Inspires the senses and encourages feelings of passion, romance, and youthfulness. Isn't that awesome? And it's got ylang-ylang, coriander, bergamot, jasmine, and geranium. So for all those of you that are married, you can use this in the bedroom, okay? I'm sorry, Brittany. You should close your ears, okay? But you can. The same with the oils. And you Google around about that too. You'll find some fun stuff. All right. So those are the massage oils. Now we are going to move on to the beauty and skin products. I love their skincare line. Love it, love it. I'm getting ready. I'm planning a local skincare class. I haven't had one for a while, but it's so fun. And the stuff is so great. And I was never into skincare until this. I mean, for years, I just used whatever bar soap was sitting on my sink or in my bathtub, that's what I wash my face with. I didn't tone it. I did put a moisturizer on it, but it was just kind of whatever. I mean, I think the last one I used was it Burt's Bees? I think it was Burt's Bees. And so, but then I went to the beauty school. I went to the beauty school up in Utah several years ago, and it's a 3-day event. Oh, it's so fun, you guys. You've got to go to the beauty school. And then I also went to a 3-hour beauty, kind of mini beauty school that Deborah Rayburn's daughter, who that's kind of her niche, she did. So I went to that, and then I think, did I go to something else? Anyway, after those, I just started teaching. I've taught it, I don't know, several times, and it's fun. We do the whole setup. Everybody gets to try everything. It's really great stuff. So it's like when you have something, the same thing has happened to me with the makeup, the Savvy Minerals makeup. I mean, I'm like, just whatever makeup. I mean, yeah, I kind of want to have the best I can have in terms of chemical free. And so I did search some of that out, but I mean, now I'm into it. It's fun. All right, so let's stay focused here. The number one thing was, and I'm not surprised, this satin, that's bright, isn't it? Satin facial scrub, mint. It smells like mint. This is wonderful. One reason it's wonderful is because it's inexpensive. It is $16.25. And it lasts forever. I mean, the one I've got upstairs is a new one, but the one I've got upstairs, I mean, I feel like it's lasted a year maybe. A long time. But this, what it says here, this person, it's a quote, "I'm totally obsessed with the satin facial scrub. I love the minty, tingly feeling. It's gentle, leaves my skin super soft." She says, "I have very dry and sensitive skin, but this gently exfoliates and makes my skin feel soft and fresh." This is a very gentle exfoliator. You know, some of that can be strong, and it can be too strong for people that have sensitive skin. But this is real gentle. It has jojoba oil in it, and mango butter, and MSM, which is necessary for collagen production. It's got aloe, and then it's got peppermint, rosemary, and Roman chamomile oil in it. Now, I know peppermint's like, really? It's got peppermint? But it's got the mint smell to it, and the peppermint, I feel like it's minor. So this is great. Great thing to try if you just want to try something. I have this in my bathtub, and I use it probably 3 times a week. I wouldn't use it every day. I don't think that's good for your skin, but I'll use it 3 times a week. Okay, then the runners-up are Orange Blossom Facial Wash. Not surprised. This is what I use. I love this. Again, these things last forever. You know, the second, I don't have it here. The second other runner-up is the other cleanser that they have, which is the Art Skincare System. Now, the skincare system was one of the runners-up, which is 3 parts. I don't know where my other one is. Oh, it's up there and I didn't grab it. But anyway, this is there's the cleanser that goes with this, then the toner and the light moisturizer. So that was part 2. But so there's 2 cleansers basically that you can get from Young Living. The Orange Blossom and the Art Cleanser. The Orange Blossom, I'm going to say, is going to be more for normal to dry skin. And I wish I could show it to you. It's just kind of gel-like. You just need a tiny bit. And I get one of those round, I should have brought it down here, round natural cellulose sponges. And, you know, they're flat, and then when you put it in water, it puffs up to be about that thick. I just keep one of those. You can get them on Amazon or, you know, wherever. And I just put like a little tiny pea-size amount is all you need. And it will suds up on your face, and I just use that. If you have normal to oily skin, I would use the other one, the Art Skincare Cleanser. It's a foaming, you know, it's squirted out and it's foaming. And it's just, this one is just like a little bit more moisturizing, okay? And I have normal to dry skin, so that's why I use that one. I have them both. I have that one in my bathtub, which is really where I always wash my face, and then the other one is at my sink. So if I happen to be at my sink, I use the other one. So both are fine, but if you were choosing. And then the toner is the second part of that. Let me just back on the Orange Blossom. It also has MSM, helps improve elasticity. It's got lavender in it, and that's going to be to deal with, trouble spots. It's also got patchouli, lemon, German chamomile, rosemary. And then the toner, I love the toner. Again, it's very mild. I have a 16-year-old daughter with red hair and pale skin, very sensitive skin, and she has used the toner and loves it. She's like, it's the best toner. And I hate to say this, but she is a consumer, shall we say. she likes to try stuff. She loves makeup. She loves, anything skincare and all that stuff. So she's tried quite a few, and she loves the toner. Very mild. And the purpose is to close your pores after you've cleaned your face, right? And you've opened them and you've cleaned everything. So the toner closes the pores, and then you're going to put your moisturizer on after that. And so the light moisturizer is also part of that skincare system. We have a lot of moisturizers. There's that light moisturizer. There's Sheer Lumet, which is the other runner-up here I'll talk about in a minute. There's some nighttime boswellia, sandalwood, the intensive, and we get to try all those at the skincare class. But that light moisturizer is my favorite for daytime. Okay, so I use the renewal serum, then the light moisturizer, and then I put my makeup on. That's the order I do that in. And so those other ones I would use more at night. The Sheer Lumet, which is the third runner-up, people love this. I remember when this came out, I want to say it was at the 2014 convention. And man, everybody went crazy over this, and it's fantastic. People say it's Spanx in a jar. Spanx for your face. I don't know if I'd say that, but it's like a brightening cream. What does it say here? Brightening and balancing. If you had oily skin, you could use this alone as your moisturizer, like for daytime. You could. I used to use it with the light moisturizer, the Art Light, on top of it before I put my makeup on. But now that I'm using the Savvy Minerals, you really want the renewal serum and the light moisturizer before the makeup. So now I'm going to use this at night. So really, I'm going to recommend this for nighttime. If you want a thicker moisturizer at night, just put this on first and then a thicker one on after it. Okay, so that is what we're going to talk about skincare. There's other stuff, and I love some of the other stuff, but we're just going to highlight a few things. And now let's talk about supplements. Supplements can be confusing. I totally understand that. I mean, I've been taking supplements, you guys, for, I'd say, 25 years. And first time was when I lived in California. I was probably 31. So, and had some issues, and this friend said, you need to go to this Chinese traditional medicine doctor. And I was like, really? That was kind of, I grew up with, my dad was a surgeon. So I grew up in the medical world. And so that was when I first started like broadening my horizons. And so, and I went and I got on some supplements for the issues I was having, and it was great. It all worked. So that was when I got on this track a long time ago. So I have tried a lot of supplements, I'm telling you. And, they're not all created equal. They just are not. You talking about the Sheer Lumet, Jenny? Because I know it feels so good. Supplements are not all created equal. You need to get good ones. You need to get recommendations. And of course, the thing about these supplements is they all have essential oils in them, and that makes them more bioavailable, meaning your system is going to absorb them more, so you're going to get the nutrition out of them. So that's important. Now, I'm going to read something to you here on this. The first one, oh, you know what? I forgot to bring my supplements down here. Well, that's okay. They're just in bottles. Okay, the first one is multigreens. And I've taken this one for a long time, because who doesn't think they're not getting enough multigreens, right? Yes, Jenny? Yeah, that Shirley May is awesome. Let me read this to you. Multigreens is a nutritious chlorophyll formula designed to boost vitality by working with the glandular, nervous systems, and circulatory systems. Natural, sustainable energy source with bioactive sea vegetables that increase vitality, nutrient-dense bee pollen, that's a good thing, a purifying therapeutic-grade essential oil blend to increase assimilation, and an excellent source of choline, critical for energy production. So listen to this. This is all about the absorption. Clinical experience has shown that before putting essential oils in the multigreens formula, there was a 42% blood absorption in 24 hours. After adding the essential oils to the formula, blood absorption increased to 64% in 30 minutes and 86% in 1 hour. The conclusion was that the cells were now receiving nutrients that they had previously not been able to assimilate. So that's fascinating. You can just, you can read online when you look at it what all's in it. It's got the essential oils in it, have rosemary, lemon, lemongrass, and melissa. And this says take 3 capsules 2 times daily. That's probably good. Sometimes when you really have to, I love the term flood your body with nutrients. It's okay. It's okay to take more. These are herbs. We're not talking about pharmaceutical drugs or anything. At the same time, use some common sense, ramp up if you're, experimenting and stuff. But those multigreens, they're great. The quote here from somebody says, multigreens have boosted my all-day energy levels and support healthy immune and digestive systems. If I run out, I notice a dramatic difference immediately. Yeah, so I'm not surprised that that's the top one. I mean, that is just a general, we need green stuff in our bodies. So let's see on the runners-up. Oh, yeah, these are so good. Inner defense. Inner defense, I always keep inner defense in my house. I don't always take it, but it is there when I want it and when I need it. And let me see here. It's a soft gel. The multigreens is just a capsule, they're green. Just it's a capsule, versus a tablet or something. Inner defense, 178. If this winter, people were getting sick in my house, and my husband was one of them, and we're in the same bed, and I just started taking them. I didn't feel bad. I just started taking them because I was I am boosting my immune system. That is not happening to me. And it didn't. But inner defense, let me read this to you. Inner defense is our defense and protection in today's toxic environment. It can be difficult to maintain a healthy, functioning immune system with constant exposure to harmful viruses, bacteria, poor diet, devitalized food, polluted water and air, lack of sleep. All of those negatively affect our physical and emotional health. Using a wide variety of antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal essential oils like oregano, thyme, and proprietary essential oil blend of Thieves helps protect our body and environment in many ways. Now, that's not compliant, but you guys are already members. So there we go for now. Inner defense strengthens the body systems by creating an unfriendly environment for bad things, improving digestion, supporting the respiratory system, fighting against the invasion of destructive viruses and bacteria. Essential oils are so concentrated and potent that only a few drops are needed to support the body systems and maintain health and vitality. They are liquid soft gels and they dissolve quickly in the stomach. So it's oregano, thyme, and thieves, you guys, in a capsule. Now you can get capsules and make your own. You certainly can do that. But there's just, it depends on how busy you are, I guess. There's just time. I just want that there. I need to be able to grab it when I need it. But I do a lot of putting oils in capsules. I definitely do. But that right there, those are powerhouse oils, oregano, thyme, and thieves all together. All right. You see why you need to get this EODR? Do you see all this great information in here? Okay, so inner defense. The second one is longevity. I've been taking that for years, really from the beginning, like the first year I started. 1 a day. Again, it is a soft gel, easy to take. And I'm going to read about that one to you. I wanted to read about these supplements to you. Daily antioxidant in your maintenance program is a tremendous support to the body. That is what makes Longevity Soft Gels so important. As a potent proprietary blend of fat-soluble antioxidants, they are as essential as a multivitamin and should be taken daily to prevent the harmful effects of our modern lifestyle. And man, do we have it. Vicki, you love Inner Defense. Yeah, it does work, doesn't it? One of the most powerful antioxidant supplements available with an ORAC score of 150,000. This formula provides 700 times the antioxidant power of carrots. It prevents the damaging effects of aging, diet, and the environment. It's formulated with the pure essential oils. Okay, get this. Here's what's in it. Thyme, orange. I told you about orange and to look it up. And frankincense. You should be looking that one up too, because that one's like serious good stuff. And clove. It says, and in particular clove, one of nature's strongest antioxidants for ultra antioxidant support. Longevity protects DHA levels for brain function, cardiovascular health, promotes healthy cell regeneration, supports the liver, increases immune function, and strengthens the nervous system. I really think everyone should take Longevity. Every day, 1 a day. Okay, and then the last one is Life 9, the probiotic, right? Everybody knows what a probiotic is. Helps you have good gut health. Our gut, oh my gosh. We were saying our gut is so critical to our health, 10 years ago. Like 85% of your immune system is in your gut, right? And if your gut's not healthy, you're not healthy. If it's not balanced, if you don't have the right balance of good bacteria and bad bacteria, then things just aren't going to work. And I remember when I first went to a naturopath, like it was about 15 years ago, before the oils again, and I was getting sick all the time. Like every 6 weeks, I was getting sick, cold type stuff, just like I was catching everything. And the first thing he said was, well, I'm going to just tell you, I had to do a poop test to find this out. I did everything. I did the blood, the urine, the saliva, the hair, the poop. And that's how they tell. He said, you have way too much bad bacteria and not enough good. And so, I had to go on just a mission to change that. And one big part of that was probiotics. And, of course, it was before the oil, so I wasn't using this one, but I don't remember what I was using, but that was a big part of it. So probiotics are going to be part of putting the good bacteria back into our gut. Because again, just that modern lifestyle, I'm sure probably the majority of us don't have enough. And so let me read that one real quick. This is the last one. This high potency, the last one I'm going to read, this high potency probiotic builds and restores intestinal health. Probiotics are important because of their positive effect on the bowels. Many do not realize that the bowels are the source of health and vitality and where nutrients are absorbed into the bloodstream. They are also the command center of the immune system and eliminators of waste products. If the bowels are not working properly, optimal health is impossible and the body is vulnerable to myriad conditions. For the bowels to work properly, probiotics are necessary for every intestinal function and to prevent the proliferation of harmful bacteria. We do many things that increase the need for probiotic supplementation, such as taking drugs, antibiotics, drinking chlorinated water, consuming sugar, eating a low-fiber diet, and undergoing stress. Life9 is a proprietary high-potency combination of 9 beneficial bacteria strains that promote natural digestive balance and support a healthy immune system. Advanced delayed release capsules have a dual sorbent desiccant in a bottle with a special cap. 17 billion beneficial active cultures. They bypass the stomach, so that will improve overall product efficacy. So it's not in the stomach, with all that hydrochloric acid and stuff. Probiotics have been shown to assist the body in manufacturing B vitamins. That's good. Improve nutrient absorption, support immune function, improve digestion, reduce yeast growth. Life9 can be taken by healthy children. I mean, I opened up a capsule and put it in my daughter's bottle of milk, when she was like 1. I remember Sally, we adopted her. She was 1.5 when we brought her home from Ethiopia, and she had some gut issues. And so that was one thing I did. So, it's safe. Let's see. It may be very helpful when taken intensively during or after an illness to boost immunity and support recovery. Especially important after taking antibiotics or suffering any gastrointestinal distress. It's got all the acidophilus, bifidus, all that kind of stuff in there. So Life9 probiotics, very important. If you are taking an antibiotic, you never want to take a probiotic at the same time, right? If you're gonna take the antibiotic here, you wait several hours, 4, 8 hours. I don't know. It depends on how often you're taking the antibiotic, but you don't want to take those at the same time. That is important. Again, gut health. I want to tell you, the intestines. When it's all this like crumpled up intestine, right? And even within that, it's all these folds on top of each other. And when they lay it out, like if they opened all the surface area of the intestines, it would be the size of a tennis court. Is that crazy or what? That shows you how amazing God is first. But it also shows you the surface area that we have for everything, all the nutrition to absorb into, right? And also think about this. Imagine it's like pantyhose, okay? And a good gut, I'm talking about the intestines, is going to be a real tightly woven pantyhose. So nothing bad is getting through it, like food and whatever is in there. It's staying in there. It's absorbing into the lining of the intestines. But when we get something like leaky gut, which probably they say, I heard this the other day, 80% of the people probably have it because it's so common. Well, what happens is just when we don't treat ourselves well with all the different things in life, nobody's perfect. That turns into like fishnet stocking, like in different places, so it's opening up and stuff gets through it and into the bloodstream, stuff that we don't want in the bloodstream. So all this attention to gut health, which is directly related to brain health. And I was saying, we talked about this 10 years ago, how important gut health, and maybe before that, is to just overall health. But now the research on the connection between the gut and the brain, it's incredible. But really, when you think about it, like when we were in utero and we were forming and we were just a cell, and then little by little, we turn into this like little baby. The brain is coming up here and the gut's coming down here. It's all connected, right? Now we're a baby and we're a person with a head and a stomach. So pretty amazing. Gut health is just, wow, it's fascinating, I think. Okay, let's move on. We're moving on to the cleaning products that Young Living has. Okay, this is another one that I'm going to say everyone needs to get this. Now, I've stuck a squirter thing on there, but this is the small bottle of Thieves Cleaner. And here's the big one. Here's the big 64 ounce. This is only $22, okay? $22. And you are going to use, I waited till I was done with this. Now this is like got a cap full of Thieves and water. But isn't that fun to use your bottle like that? Save your bottles. But this is $22. You're just going to use a cap full in another spray bottle. And I mean, not only is it better than anything that anyone's using, honestly, it's cheaper. It's a ton cheaper. So that's the number one. That was the favorite. Here's the quote on here. I use Thieves Cleaner on everything: granite, hardwoods, glass, bathrooms, even to treat stains on clothes. A little goes a long way since it's concentrated formula. I dilute it based on the instructions because it lasts so long, saving money by not having to buy all those harsh chemical cleaners I used to use. Yeah, I mean, that's just no brainer. I love the 3 cabinet challenge. You know, go look in your bathroom cabinet, look in under your sink in the kitchen, and look in your laundry room cabinet. What's in those places? Because this stuff can replace all of that stuff. And how simple. Like, I need simple. Give me simple and healthy. And this is you know, sometimes it's like, okay, to do this healthy thing, it's complicated and all that. This is not complicated. This is simple. You know, and on top of that, it's delivered on my doorstep. How do you beat that? All right. So yeah, $22 for that small one. The big one, I can't remember how much it is. Okay, and the runners up, I forgot to bring the laundry soap down here, but I have it upstairs. The laundry soap, the dish soap, and the fruit and veggie soap. This one's all old. I mean, I'm almost empty on that one. Again, this stuff, it can be diluted. It works so well. I'm going to tell you a couple things. Okay, I have a family of 7, right? I go through about 2 bottles of laundry soap a month. And, you know, pretty much use a half of a capful on each load. You know, if it was just extra full or dirty or whatever, I might use a little more than that. But that's pretty good. I mean, I used to make my own laundry soap. You know, I did. I mean, I grated the soap and did the whole thing with the washing soda and the borax. And I did that for a long time. And then I just got to where I needed it to be easier and I was willing to pay for it. So then I was using BioClean. That's a natural, but it's expensive. I mean, it's expensive. So this is, I'm not sure what it's equivalent to expense-wise, but certainly to any other green type of laundry soap. And, you know, by buying this, you're getting it cheaper because you're getting your points back. The dish soap, here's my story on the dish soap. I really thought, oh gosh, you know, dish soap, am I really going to use this and stuff? So I wanted to try it. So I got it, and it was in the winter when I got it. Maybe, I don't know if that was a year ago or 2 years ago, but I had a bunch of kids that just were down and like respiratory stuff. And so I was doing all these castor oil packs on their chests. Like they were lying in front of the fireplace, and I was, you know, castor oil packs and then heated blankets and towels, and, you know, they would lay there for an hour, and I was just kind of going through people. Okay, you're next. And it was quite a deal. Well, if you've ever used castor oil, it is like motor oil. It is so thick. I mean, I'm not talking olive oil or anything like that. It is so thick on your hands, and you're getting flannel. You're soaking it in castor oil and you're heating it up. So it's all over your hands. And I was just like, how am I going to get this off my hands? I really was concerned. And I had the Thieves right there. And so I used it like it was like that. It came off like that. I was pretty shocked because, you know, they always talk about Dawn and how that's like this major grease cutter. That worked, and because of that, I keep getting it. The fruit and veggie soak, again, that's something that lasts forever. Just a little capful in a huge sink of water, throw all the vegetables and fruit, let them soak around for 30 seconds and dry them off, and you're done. Put them in a pretty glass bowl so everybody sees them and wants to eat them, right? I saw something the other day that said we have to market to ourselves. Market to your family so they'll eat stuff. Okay, we're getting down. Guys, we've gone a long time. Thank you for sticking it out. Let's see. That is the end of this. We'll talk about ER in just a second, but just a few other things I want to mention while we're here that I would mention if I was in person. I think a kit that's really great to be a second, after you get your starter kit, is the Golden Touch kit. And that has, the kits always are a better price, right? Because it's kind of bundled together. That has oils in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 oils. Digize. You always want Digize. So having backup is good. Endoflex. Juvaflex, anything Juva is great for the liver. I've used that right there topically on my liver for years. It's also in my everyday kit. Melrose, that's Melaleuca, tea tree, and rosemary. Great for skin, anything skin. I mean, if you're going to use lavender, you could use Melrose. But it's a great one. And I did not have Melrose for a long time. And then people were like, oh my gosh, you don't have Melrose? That's a staple. You should always have that. So now I do. Raven and RC, and those are kind of interchangeable. I mean, they're different, but some people prefer Raven, some people prefer RC, both for the respiratory system, and Thieves, another bottle of Thieves. So the Golden Touch kit is a great kit to have. A few of, you guys hear me talk about this all the time, but I'm going to throw it up here. Ningxia Red and Nitro. Look it up, read about it. It's incredible. Every day for 8 years. And I attribute that to a boosted immune system. If you want, I have a video in this group. Say on the comments here, if you want me to tag you on it, say, please tag me on the Ningxia Red video. Tells you all the details of why it's great, what's in it, and just all of that. So if you want me to, I can tag you. The other thing I love are these chocolate-covered Wolfberry Crisp bars. I get these every month. And so if I'm running places and I'm just, those things, I grab these three. And then I'm good to go. Okay, now I just want to show you a few books that are important. So, hopefully you have your EOPR. The second book I always say to buy, and this is the mini version, but it's Healing Oils of the Bible by Dr. David Stewart. This is the history. This is a little chemistry. This is more why they work, how they work. Fascinating. I would get the thicker one. It's like $20 or something like that on Amazon. It might be like 12 or 14 actually. Or discoverlsp.com. And then Emotions, Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils by Carolyn Mein, M-E-I-N. This is emotions, and that's a whole nother class, but emotions is the next level of what we're doing with these oils, because they're affecting all parts of us, right? It's a holistic thing, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. This is a reference book, and you can look up oils and see what emotion they're tied to and what part of the body it's tied to and what affirmation you can say with it and how to get out of bad mental habits. And it's extensive. It's a great book. It's important. I would get it. And then just a couple other books I have available. The Chemical Free Home. This is a great book. Just lots of little recipes. There's part 1, part 2, and part 3. I love this little book about Ningxia Red, the Superior Ningxia Wolfberry. And this is just, this is an easy read. It's tiny. Yeah, it's real little. And all about Ningxia Red. So I like to keep that around. This, you guys, do you have hormones? If you have hormones, which you do, you need this book. Okay, it's called Taming the Dragon Within, How to Balance Women's Hormones with Essential Oils. It's by Leanne Dearduff and David Dearduff. They're chiropractors. And again, it's small. It doesn't take long to read. You can find this on discoverlsp.com. This is important. This is important. You need this. If you have babies or if you're pregnant, you need Gentle Babies by Deborah Rayburn. Essential oils and natural remedies for pregnancy, childbirth, infants, and young children. This is the Bible, right? You want that. And, there's so much. There's animals. There's Raindrop. That's a whole nother thing. Raindrop. Raindroptraining.com is a great website to look at. When you're doing your research, you're going to look in your EOPR, and I recommend the desk reference too, but also go search on ylsearch.com. Okay, that's a Young Living search engine. So ylsearch.com, and then you just put your keywords, any keywords that you're researching, put them in there, and you'll find some stuff. Okay, and so then I hope you know about Essential Rewards. It's just like, it's kind of a no-brainer to get on Essential Rewards. Things are going to be cheaper. You're going to get money back. You're going to get free products. Some of the promo products are only for those people on Essential Rewards. That means you're getting a monthly box. And the first 3 months that you get that box, you're getting 10% back on everything you order. So you're getting the wholesale price plus 10% back. Months 44 to 24, you are getting 20% back. And months 25 and on, you're getting 25% back. So I've been getting 25% off the wholesale price for a long time. And then again, plus some of those promos are only available, like when I say promos, like they're free. They send you free stuff depending on what you order, right? So if you order 100 PV, which is about $100, most anything consumable is 1 PV, 1 point equals $1. So if you are ordering $100, then you're going to get the first oil. Then if you're ordering 190, there's going to be 1 or 2 more, and then 250, and then 300. Those are the levels. And so the more you order, the more of the free stuff. And every month the promos change, and we post them here. I'm sure you've seen that. If you haven't, just scroll back and look. But getting on that is just wonderful. And then you can spend those points. You can rack up, some points pretty fast. And, I always sort of looked at it like I'm going to order what I need and I'm going to use my points for what I want, right? So I always have 2 orders every month, at least, my monthly ER order and then my points order. So that's pretty fun to feel like you're getting stuff for free, which you are. Let's see, anything else on there? Okay, that is basically it. I think you probably know there is also a business that goes with Young Living. Not too many people do, but some people do it. And so that's available. I'm not going to talk too much about it here, but I do like to make people know that it's available just by sharing what you're doing. That's how all of us started, really, because everybody in Young Living that's making any money from it is doing it. They all kind of jokingly say I'm an accidental entrepreneur or accidental business owner, because you just share stuff like you're sharing, oh, you got to go see that movie, and people go, okay, I want to get some, and then they sign up, and then all of a sudden you're getting a paycheck. So, and little by little it just starts growing, and finally I was almost up to the middle levels, and I'm like, I think I'm going to be intentional about this. It took me 4 years of using the products, but that was about 4 years ago. So now I love teaching classes. I love helping people, and I love natural health. So it kind of just all goes together, and and it's fun. So, you know, it's if the subject comes up, you know, I'm going to start talking about it, right? Because it's just my thing. It's just my thing. All right, you guys. I hear someone at my door. We are done, and thank you so much for sticking with me. And, you know, just if you can keep having comments here, or tag people on this video, or any new people that you might have that have just joined. Brittany, great class. Oh, good. You got a good list going. Okay, I will tag you on that Ningxia video. You know, you can search. Do you know how to search in the groups too? But I'll tag you too. You can go up to the bar that has the name of our group, and then it says search. You can just click where it says search, and then you can just type in whatever you're searching for, like Ningxia Red, and you may find that. I'm actually sitting. I think I'm sitting in my car in that video. So, but I'll tag you on it when I get out in this video. So great to be here with you guys. I'm excited to do live streams and be able to reach you guys that can't make it to the local classes. And even if you're in town, I realize you can't always, it's just hard to get out. I totally understand that. But certainly for our out of town people, I'm really excited to get to talk to you more, and we will keep doing this. So I'll have to figure out what my next online class is going to be. I'm kind of thinking it might need to be about emotions. We could do emotions, we can do raindrop, we can do healing oils of the Bible, all kinds. All right, guys, love you. I love doing life with you. I love learning with you, and just keep taking care of yourself and keep doing your detective work. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.